up, baby, this morning? This is Elio Piedra. Another morning means another coffee because this is Morning Coffee with Elio. Yes, welcome back. Thank you to all my Morning Coffee community for sticking around, for supporting us, for liking us. Today is a very special show. I am super excited. We are honored to have this extraordinary, remarkable leader and friend that I gotta tell you, she's an amazing CEO coach for B-Stage, founder of Orenda Leadership Development. This can predict index behavior analysis, certified facilitator, president at WHP Marketing, Golden Key International Honor recipient, and 2017 Impact Award recipient. Let's welcome to Morning Coffee with Elio, Lauren Douglas.
Good morning. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Well, I try my best.
Oh, you bring so much fun.
Oh, thank you very much. You are amazing. Thank you for making time for us, for being here, for doing what you're doing, for making an impact in the world. Because you have your clients, the CEO that you are coaching, they are all over the place.
Yeah.
So how are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Well, we have Miapa coffee.
Thank
Cheers
you.
to that.
Love Miapa.
Thank you, Miapa, for facilitating our coffee, being the official coffee of the show. Amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
We need this.
So good.
So, I am super excited, to have you here because right now we are in a situation, in our country and all over the world that, it is, we need to stay focused and we need to stay, well, number one, let's say united, but I believe, I don't know what do you think, but we stay united, but we're not focused. We probably... I think we are not going to be able to accomplish more than if we are focused. So what do you think? What do you think about what is happening right now out there?
Well, I know people are experiencing a lot of anxiety. And if it's not one person, it's probably somebody that they know. People are worried about their health, their family's health, their businesses, their employees, and people are concerned about keeping their jobs. This will absolutely impact our economy, and it's going to change. But, change is inevitable. It's a part of life. So I think accepting that portion of it and being prepared where we can and just taking the steps as they come. You were mentioning that about change, and I think when we accept change as it is, and actually we learn from it, that's the beauty of that. For example, we were talking about this, and you asked me before the show. I am glad you did. How is this situation? How is it going to impact you? I think it's going to impact everybody, especially the entertainment business. I mean, you can see it like sports, like Disney. I mean, production companies.
Production companies, restaurants.
Right.
They are part of the entertainment as well. Entertainment industry, and everybody out there, we're gonna be facing like difficulties, to reach our clients, or actually to even be surrounded by them. Because of, we are trying to keep everybody, away from big gatherings. But I think there is always opportunity in crisis.
Yes.
and in challenges. And I think challenge, when we have a challenge in life, and you know this better than I do probably, we can grow so much and find like a version of us or ourselves.
Right.
That is completely different than what we know. And that's the reason, a lot of people are, like freaking out, buying a lot of stuff that you probably don't need it, But it's because that version of yourself is not, you are not seeing that yet. That's just what I'm thinking, trying to stay in a mindset of just be prepared, but stay calm and see what we can do. But okay, we're gonna go back to it. We're gonna go back to it because
to talk to that point a little bit. When you have information, people can flip-flop back and forth, right? Oh no, the end of the world is coming. I need to prepare. Or this is just gonna blow over. It's media hype, right? So when you have those two extremes behavior, people want to go for the extreme behavior, which is let me protect myself as best as I can, right? So they're not doing it from a place of being selfish. I think they're doing it from a place of fear.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think it's more, just people are scared of the worst. and yeah, but
And fear is scary. We get caught up in our busy lives and we don't necessarily have to think about the end. But
yes.
When I was I believe I was like 15 or 16, I volunteered in an elderly community. And I would just sit and listen to people tell me their stories about their life. And, I would listen to their regrets. And the biggest one is that they didn't spend time with their family and because they were working too hard. And now this is really an opportunity to slow down.
Yeah.
So there is opportunity in crisis, as you said. It is going to change. But two of the characteristics really of leadership are being flexible and being decisive. So being prepared, and then when that time comes, knowing the right decision to make.
I am very glad you mentioned that. Because number one, I already see two opportunities here. Number one, I see opportunities that, let's say, not somebody, I think everybody is going to be home very soon.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do, just for a little bit or a while. But I think you'll have more time to appreciate the time with your loved ones and say, you know what, I think this time, all I care is about you. I mean, let's say your kids. You have kids, right?
I do. A 10-year-old, yeah.
Awesome,
Almost
awesome.
11.
So you
Going on 30.
So you see your kids, your husband, your family, your mom, your dad. Like you really want to focus on that.
Right.
And number two, that people don't realize that. For example, there is people that they don't save money. They don't believe on
Right.
building wealth, on understanding how important it is to invest at the right time and save slowly so
Right.
you can for the long term in a long term goal in life. But this situation, I am sure that a lot of people are going to be forced to it because let's face it, I mean, if you are not going to be able to work for a while, let's say a month, 3 weeks, whatever, I mean, you must save money. I mean, try to don't spend on unnecessary stuff.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been talking to some friends about that, and I think we're going to learn from this situation. I mean, definitely. But now let's go back. Let's back up really quick. So, Lauren Douglas as a CEO coach. So. Basically, let's talk to me about what is your job. You focus on taking, of course, people to the next level. But how you do it?
So, the majority of my time is spent helping people overcome their anxieties and their emotions to move past limiting beliefs so that they can make decisions from a place of power. That's really what I spend most of my time doing.
Wow, I love that. Making decisions from a place of power.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and fear, it can hold you back. And the words that you tell yourself can really hold you back. So I do this exercise where I have, which I could do with you if you wanted to.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. So, that negative voice that can sometimes creep into your head, give it a name. What name would you pick?
Pedro.
Okay. What name does that represent to you? Why did you pick that name?
Because Pedro is like a stone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
it's a block.
It's kind of heavy, yeah.
It's a block, exactly. Yeah. That was insightful. Yeah, so you can tell when that voice comes up, either people, believe it and they stay in shame and they stay small, or they argue with it and try to push it aside, don't deal with it, right? But another way to deal with it is to have gratitude for it. So when that voice comes in, you say, Pedro, thank you for guiding me, but you're one perspective. Now I'm going to focus on the other options. And that's somewhat where I play a role. I help people develop options. Sometimes they're not the best, right? I mean, we have to pick between difficult options, and I think more of that is going to be coming up as we go through these next couple of weeks. But sometimes that's needed, right? Not everything is going to be roses and sunshine all the time.
Yes.
We want to get to that point, but it's challenges that that's where we build our resiliency.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so now I gotta learn how to deal with Pedro.
Yeah. You just have gratitude. You say, thank you for coming up. You're one perspective. You kept me safe. Most likely when I was a child, you were really loud.
Yeah.
But now I'm an adult, and now I have resources. I can ask for help, which is going to be critical. I can journal to maintain some of my anxieties. I can take this time for myself and be intentional. Maybe you wanted to start gardening, but you didn't have the time. Telling the people that you love what they mean to you, which you should always be doing anyhow, because there's no time that's guaranteed.
Exactly.
So tell people what they mean to you.
I love that, Lauren. Thank you for mentioning that, because sometimes and most of the time we actually take next day, tomorrow, for granted, and actually there is no tomorrow. Like, there is no warranty for tomorrow.
Right.
So I am very happy that you mentioned that. The fact that we need to say, hey, I love you. If we had any situation, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean to you, but just very small details.
Right.
They are super important in life.
Yeah.
And I think, this is awesome. I'm loving this.
It does matter who you surround yourself with. I mean, we were talking about that before. And sometimes a person can be helping and sometimes they can be hurting. Focus on their behaviors and how they're showing up. How you show up in the world really matters, especially now. Someone is watching. I mean, now, obviously, an audience is watching, but someone is watching within your life, and usually it's your children.
Yes.
Those are the impactful ones. They're going to be learning how we handle this crisis. Anxiety is normal, right? But when it is unexpressed, it becomes depression. So being able to have a voice to that fear is very, very important. Calling someone, checking on someone. We're going to need each other during this process.
Do you mind if you repeat that again? So anxiety, said that again?
On which part?
Anxiety.
Oh, anxiety is unexpressed anxiety leads to depression.
Leads to depression.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
why
need-
talking works so much.
And you need a voice for that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
amazing.
little bit different. So in therapy, you work with childhood trauma and how to incorporate that into your life. I take it a step further where we focus on things that happened in your childhood and I integrate them a little bit, but it's really what are the next steps that are coming in. So together they're amazing. Either one of them are still amazing, but they're just a little bit different.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. And actually, now let's jump really into confidence. Remember that we were talking about that. That's super important.
Yes. You mean when you have to dance? Because ultimately that's how we met. And I was terrified.
Oh, okay. So you can wait to talk about Dancing with the Stars. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yes.
So yeah, because Lauren is not only an amazing, CEO, coach, and speaker as well. She's an amazing dancer. Yes. And I wish that I could get hold of the video where you were dancing, because I have my video.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it again because I already did here.
Yeah.
I shared it, and oh my gosh, this is almost 13,000 views on Facebook. Can't believe
That's
it.
amazing.
But I wanted to.
What good exposure that is for them, because they're a great organization.
Oh
so
yeah,
I was happy to be involved.
Dance Alive, National Ballet. So let's shout out to them. Thank you for everything that you guys do. So we're gonna jump into Dancing with the Stars, because that's how we met. So let's talk about confidence really quick. How important it is to have confidence in your life, and how you can build your confidence. Different steps that people can follow, to build confidence.
I think it starts with being self-aware. I took years to figure out what brought me joy, things I didn't like. And I think when I got to that place, I really understood who I was as a person, and it allowed me to step into where I was going. And the idea with leadership is you don't want to make people follow you. You want to live with integrity, ask the right questions, and empower those around you so that they want to follow you, not because they have to.
Wow, that's amazing. I remember I mentioned that some people, because of their accent or because of their English is probably not perfect.
Right.
I mean, like I am the best example. For example, I came to this country 8 years ago and a half ago, and I make so many mistakes with my English. I still do, and my accent is. And remember that I was talking to you the other day. I was about to give a speech at a university in South Florida. A friend of mine asked me to do that because of my story. And, I said, well, okay. And then while I was practicing, and she was listening to me. Said, "What are you trying to speak like a guy from New York? If your Cuban accent is so, I mean, it sounds good."
Yeah.
She said it sounds sexy, but I didn't want to mention that. But you know, to me, I think actually what she was trying to do is to give me confidence,
right,
and make me feel good about it. And at the end of the day, I think that's key element about how you just said it, self-awareness, how you feel about yourself, how much you love who you are, and the story that you believe about yourself, right? And hey, I am Cuban. This is my accent, and that's it. But some people they don't accept that. That's what I think.
Yeah, and you know that's true, but that's kind of the world, right? You're not going to necessarily connect with everyone, and that's not your job to be liked by everyone. It's to connect with the people that you can work with. And I love your accent. I think it's so fun, and it makes you unique, and it's you, and people will connect with you because of your accent.
Thank you. No, and you know, it's funny that you said that because I said that to my Indian friends, my Chinese friends. I have friends from Palestine. It's just so special to have somebody from another country, from just people from all over the place that they speak the same language that you're talking about. And now I can go to I can go to, who knows, all over the world. And if I speak English, I can communicate. Because obviously English is international. But at the same time, how good is that you can talk to somebody from another country, you're from another country, we are both speaking English, and we, without judging ourselves, without judging our accent, without judging, hey, you're supposed to use this word before that one, or what, you know? So I think it's special, and I think people can help each other building confidence sometimes, but at the same time, I don't want people to seek all these people's approval, someone's approval.
Right.
I am completely against that. You know?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I think what you're talking about is shame, right? Is holding yourself back because of, again, that inner voice, or someone told you along the way that you should be ashamed of who you are. But that's a limiting belief, right? That's making you small, and that's not how you can make your impact in the world.
Exactly. You said that for a second time. Limiting belief.
Yeah.
I really like that. So, do you have a concept behind that, limiting belief?
Yeah, so it's essentially a belief that you can't go to the next peak, right? That you are stuck where you are, or you go into a valley, right? But when you have someone reframe that, which is what she did for you in that moment, you know, she told you, no, that's who you are, embrace that. Yeah. That's moving you past that limiting belief now to your next peak, which was speaking.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes you need that person to be an outside perspective.
Yeah, because it's been said that we can see the picture when we are in the frame. So we need somebody else from outside to tell you, hey, you can do it so many times. That's a Les Brown thing.
Yes.
We've been talking about Les Brown. I know you love Les Brown.
I do.
I love Les Brown. And if you don't know Les Brown, I am telling you, you are going to change your life after morning coffee. Hey, go to YouTube as fast as you can, and you better watch Les Brown because this guy is just huge. And let's go actually to the quote of the day really quick. Donovan, our production manager that I always forget to shout out because he is amazing. He's the best. So the quote of the day: other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Right. Les Brown. And obviously I selected because I think it goes perfectly with our show today, and it goes perfect with us because we both love Les Brown. But how amazing is that he was asked for another teacher to go to the board, and then he said no because I am DT, the dumb twin. And then he said DT, and then the teacher, what is that? And he said, I am the dumb twin. And the other students that they were, bullying him, said, no, yeah, he is. And the teacher said in the eyes, other people's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. That's amazing. You
know, he says another one too, hard times don't come to stay, they come to pass. I think that that's relative to where we are now, that this is a temporary problem we're facing.
Yes.
There does look like there is an end in sight. When that is, I don't know, right? But this is something that we're just going to have to move through.
Yeah, and I think once we focus on what we can do, that's it. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so number one, let's back up really quick. Number one, what you just said, like we need to stay in the mindset that this is going to pass. It's not here to stay. And number two, focusing on the solution and not the problem. You know? I mean, I think 85% of the time that, like we are talking about, like, let's say something happened, and we're complaining. Like we spend 25% of the energy complaining, and you are already wasting time.
Right.
And once you start focusing on the solution, immediately that becomes an opportunity of growth.
Right.
So,
not staying in that victim mentality, saying, all right, I have steps that I can take.
Yes.
And there does become a point where ruminating gets in the way, right? Anxiety is normal, but ruminating, that can cause you not to get out of bed. And when that happens, that's the time to ask for help.
Awesome. And now, talking about help, talk to me about what is the worst scenario that you ever had in your coaching life? The worst, like you said, wow, this is very intense. This is like a very intense situation.
Oh, I've had many of those. Yeah, I've had many of those. When you start asking people about their fears so that you can help them face them, you start bringing up history and what's happened to them, right? So those are always the worst case scenario, is hearing what people have experienced.
Wow.
But then turning it into a way where they can use that energy to push them forward. Some of the most resilient leaders are the ones who've had the most difficult lives, right? They've started from nothing and they've had to move all their way up. So I think looking at it that way, it makes sense. And everything that's happened to me in my history, I've used it to get me to this point. And right now I know I'm living my purpose work, right? So to me, it was worth it. While it may have been hard, it got me here. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I love that, living in your purpose and actually understanding the meaning of life. I mean, like, let's say 3-4 shows ago, we were talking about, living in your gift, living your dreams.
Right.
We are very passionate about sharing that, your dreams are possible. That's a Les Brown concept, and it's been said for so many people. But what I like is when he says that your dreams are possible, but you need to resolve that they are necessary. And it's such a cool thing when you realize that, yes, they're necessary. It's simple. Like, if you do what you are supposed to do, for example, like you are doing what you were supposed to do. I think, you're making a difference, a huge impact in so many people's life. That another thing that he does, like, that the world will never be the same because you came this way.
Yes.
Okay? Because remember, one person's life that you can change, just one, like today, that I'm sure you're going to do, it's just huge.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And because that person is going to impact somebody else because you are ready. It's like when I talk here about loving ourselves, like loving yourself and loving who you are, and what we're talking about here right now is exactly that. How are we going to love others if we don't love ourselves, right? How are we going to help others if we are not good ourselves?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It starts here.
It starts here, yeah. So let me ask you this. What would you recommend? There is any exercises, any habits or routines that you would highly recommend to our morning coffee community?
I love meditation, and it doesn't have to be, a religious-based meditation. It's just sitting quietly for 10 minutes, and some people have a difficult time, but that's the point of it. It's to be able to sit in the uncomfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable with it because it helps you with your mindset to be ready and to know that you don't have to do anything with anxiety, right? It can just sit there, be, and pass.
So I want to understand that. I love that, by the way. That's so good.
Well, I think a lot of people get held up because they think meditation is based, in a certain religion, but it doesn't have to be.
So we are supposed to be uncomfortable in that zone, in that setting. Wow, that's awesome.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, and to me it made like completely sense because in the uncomfortable zone is when we can actually find a better version of ourselves.
Right.
Right. So that's awesome.
Well, I do a
It's
lot of my
incredible.
coaching around joy, and joy is really having peace that most things will work out, right? So emotions can come up and down, sadness, anger, all of the emotions can come up and down, but there's this joy that's attainable, right? And that's the peace, and that's where meditation comes in. Just sitting with it, knowing that it's going to pass, and just training your mind for it.
Awesome. Do you believe in very small habits? Small
Oh, yes.
good habits, especially
Oh, yes.
especially morning time. Let's say.
Morning is huge, yes.
Yeah.
I like to do this program. It's called Savers, and it talks about journaling, meditation, exercise. Body movement is really important as a stress management tool, right? We think of it as, it's another thing for me to check off my list, but no, especially now, it's going to help you maintain that. And it doesn't have to be, in a group setting. It can be just making large stretching, right? If that's all you can do, stretching is good, because there's something called the emotional body, which is when trauma gets trapped in your emotions and it stays there in your body and it starts to bring in ailments.
I love it. But now you just mentioned emotions. Let's jump really quick into emotions. What do you think about people that they actually believe that they are their emotions? They material things. Let's say there is let's give you an example. Somebody that believes that he is or she is whatever they have, like the material thing, their cars, their emotions, the stuff that one day they are going to disappear.
Right.
Sometimes we believe that we are that we are big, or I don't know how to put it, but I have so many ideas, so many questions to ask you. But I think people sometimes they consider themselves part of that, and align so much with that stuff that when that stuff is gone, they are gone with it.
Yeah.
So what do you think about putting your emotions in the middle of material stuff?
So, this was back before I started my company. I looked at being a business owner not for the advances in finances, but as a vehicle to get to help people.
Wow.
And I view money that way. It is a tool, just like anything else. The danger comes in when you self-identify with how much of that tool you have, right? So if you view it as a tool that comes in and out to get you to where you need to go, it disconnects that identity portion.
That's fantastic. So we're gonna jump really quick into the next segment, which is the game of the day, and you're gonna love this. Yeah, you're gonna love it. The game of the day. Let's see what we have. So the game of the day, it is based on what would you change in the world. What would you change? Economic situation, political situation, emotional situation, or mindset?
I think mindset. Again, that victim mindset, while you've been victimized, you don't necessarily have to remain a victim. There's this program I work with, it's called Rad Kids, and it empowers elementary students with a safety-based knowledge. We're working to get that into the elementary schools now. It talks about abduction, what to do for that, physical skills, but then also the emotional side of it, that one, no one's allowed to hurt you, two, you don't have the right to hurt anyone else, and three, if someone has hurt you, it's not your fault, so you can tell. And that last piece is really critical because it addresses the mindset, right? That something bad happened to me, but I don't have to live my life because it happened to me.
Wow. So what you are what you are telling me actually is that sometimes we are like voluntary like victims, right? Sometimes that we think that whatever happened to us, that's us, or that situation is there to stay. So how what is the name of that program again?
Rad Kids.
Rad Kids. I love that. So we're gonna share. You're gonna share that your information on the screen now, so people know how they can find you through your telephone number. Well, the telephone number for your services, your website. You have your email as well. We've been stalking you a little bit. We've been following you on social media and stuff. So yeah, that's a lot. All the basically the programs that Lauren Douglas, CEO coach, she has online, and also, I wanted to tell you that mindset is mine as well. And the reason is because I agree with you 100% about that. Having a mindset of optimism, of being prepared and be self-aware will help us to improve all of these different situations. I don't know how much about the political one, but
well, you know, when you take away hope from people,
yes,
that's where depression kicks in. So hope is a critical aspect right now.
Wow. Yeah, that's
and that's what you do here, right?
Yeah.
So you're bringing in different elements of the community so that people can have a place.
Yeah, I mean, basically, as I was, we were talking, like, the purpose of this show is bringing not only joy and fun and dynamic, times, and being the best way that you can start your morning with a coffee, but also bringing stories and guests like you, amazing people that can inspire others to move forward anyhow. Right. Okay, move forward and to take risk in life. Because once again, it's been said that if you don't take risk, you can grow, and you can become your best, and be the best version of yourself. That's why I mean, people ask me all the time what I am very passionate about this, because being an entertainer, they already know that I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
But now doing this, for me, is super special, very special, because let's say there is only one person watching. If that person, applies what you are sharing right now, that is huge, by the way, and that's it. That's it. That's the purpose of this show.
Yeah.
So that's why I am fired up every morning to be here. I'm telling you.
Well, so how is what's going on in the world going to be affecting you? Because as an entertainer, how are you going to move through this?
Well, that's a very good question, and that's so a lot of people are asking me that right now. And going back to the topic that we were discussing, like, I am just facing the situation and accepting it, like, it is here and it's going to affect me, and I already know it. But I mean, I've been preparing myself financially for this, I will say, and actually I have the privilege to at least stay connected with my people, and on social media with my show. We are getting ready to actually do music online as well, and so right now, I think step number one is recognizing that we have the situation so we can face it. And that's what I am doing right now. I have some friends that they are trying to avoid and say, it's fine. I mean, let's face it, it's not fine. It's a difficult situation, but I think we got this. I think we can go through this and we can grow through it. There is always opportunity in challenge, and I don't know why, but I love challenge. Because I can see, I can see that, now after this, we're going to jump into Dancing with the Stars. I love challenge because in the other side of challenge, you can see a version of yourself that is huge, a new you that you will not discover until you jump in the other side of challenge. Like Dancing with the Stars. Let's jump really quick into that. So remember, Lauren and I, we met at Dancing with the Stars, Gainesville, Florida, Dancing with the Stars. And I got to tell you, she did amazing.
So did you.
Yeah, we both we did an amazing job. We are not dancers at all. Actually, we were dancing with professional dancers. And how cool is that?
Oh, it was such a great opportunity, which is why I said yes. I'm not a dancer. I've had no training whatsoever, but it was something that terrified me.
Yeah.
And because of that, I wanted to do it.
Yes, and I think well, at this point, right now, I watched the video, my video, and I was like, I can't believe I did all that. all those tricks, Oh my goodness, it takes so much, like physically, even emotionally, because sometimes I'm sure that happened to you as well, that we didn't have the time to go and rehearse, and you were, oh my gosh, we're going to miss rehearsal again. Yes. So it is time, energy, consuming, and physically, I gotta tell you guys, it is exhausted. And your muscles, they are all sore all over your body. But at the end of the day, afterwards you say, wow, it was worth it. It was worth it. And plus, I gotta mention, and we were doing it for a beautiful cause. We were supporting arts. We were supporting Dance Alive National Ballet. By the way, we are shouting out to them. They are amazing. They are so great, and they are making a difference in our community. I was saying in this country, they tour around around the world and around the United States. Bringing joy and performing for beautiful audiences in theaters and amphitheaters and community events. They do it all. They are amazing. I don't know how they do it, but they have Linda Rocha as well. Linda, you are unstoppable. Our friend Linda Rocha. So and that's the other part that I wanted to jump really quick. Like when you have a mission, like a purpose bigger than yourself. I think, for example, you were mentioning you know your purpose and you are living in your purpose. I think I know my purpose as well, and I love doing and also making a living doing the things that I love to do. Because entertainment, I don't know if people realize this. When you go to watch sports, when you go to watch me bringing the fiesta to you, when you are watching this show, I mean, if I can make anybody's day like better, week, okay, your year or your life in general, I mean, that's the best. I mean, that's priceless right there. Let's put it out. That's priceless. And for me, that's what it makes it special. So that's why for me asking you how you feel about your purpose. I mean,
well, you like to bring the fun. Like that's amazing. Like you need fun in life. So much we can get caught up in the seriousness of what's going on currently, but then also in our own lives without all of this. So bringing fun is such an important aspect. Like being childlike, remembering what that is to play. Like those things are important.
I love it. Yeah. Learning and knowing how to be a child again. That's, Les Brown, sometimes he mentions that. Probably Les Brown ears are like, we are mentioning Les Brown so much. It's just like, I know that.
He's great. Yeah, he's great.
He's unbelievable. He mentioned that as well, like how important it is to be a child again and to hey, let's remind like fun. Let's see the joy in things. Even though we have a huge situation, even though we are in the biggest challenge that we have in the last 10, 12 years, it's okay. I mean, it's not here to stay. It's going to pass, and we'll focus on the solution. I think we are halfway, through the next door, the next exit. There is always an exit. So let's go back to your, coaching. Coaching. So, how do you coach only online, or people can find you and have like sessions like?
So I do both. I coach people all over and outside of Gainesville, digitally. But then I also have a mastermind group here that I chair.
Really?
Yeah. So I bring in local business owners and CEOs, and we meet as a small group to discuss challenges. And then we also bring in international speakers. So it's it's called Vistage, and it's been around for about 75 years. So it's it's a worldwide organization, and I chair one of the groups here. There's also another group too.
How can I be part of that group?
It's pretty amazing. So we would just talk. Yeah, and I would see what some of your future goals are to see if they align with how I think the group could best support you, right? Because you want to make sure that you're vulnerable.
Yes.
That's a big part of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it is difficult sitting in a room with other business owners and they're, helping you face your greatest fears. Like that's challenging. If you come in and say, I don't have any problems, I don't need to discuss anything, you're not going to get a benefit out of it, right? Yeah. It is a place to go in and say, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Yes. Because it's lonely at the top of your business. You can't necessarily talk with your greatest fears with your employees because they start questioning if they should be looking for a job.
Exactly, yes.
Your family, you should be talking to your family anyhow, but they're also connected with the decisions that you make. So this is a place where you can go look at all of the options without people necessarily being directly influenced by the decision that you make.
That is awesome.
It helps you clarify your path. And that's why it moves you so much faster through business. And plus you have a mentor who's been doing it and can show you that it's even possible.
Yes.
And there's a huge portion of that too.
Yes.
Just believing that you can do it because you've seen someone else go.
That is fantastic. So I am telling you, I'm gonna reach out. Yeah,
Yes.
I would love to be part of that. I would love to be part of any organization that is making an impact in the community and in the international community as well. So Donovan, let's share really quick Lauren's information once again. So if you are watching, I highly encourage you to call that number. Not right now, please, because
Well, my phone's off.
no, but yeah, call a number or go to that website and make sure that you can be part of these amazing organizations that Lauren is one of the leaders. And then and if you need help, any coaching, if you are are going through any different situation, especially right now, there is a huge situation. It's a global situation that we have out there. You need any help, going through this. So basically, you have Lauren Douglas information over there, the email, telephone number, the website, and she's gonna be happy to help you grow through this, because this is what you are amazing at, and we are very happy to have you here and sharing, having the opportunity just to learn from you, who you are, what you do, and how you change people's life and make an impact in our community. That's amazing. That's amazing. So we're gonna take a break really quick and to actually shout out to our platinum sponsors, and we're coming back in just a minute. Welcome back to Morning Coffee with Elio. Thank you to our platinum sponsors and to all our, beautiful, wonderful sponsor family for doing what they do, because without them, nothing of this would it be possible. And I wanted to shout out to the people that are commenting, today. They are saying, hola, hola, buenos dias. Hola, hola, buenos dias. Ariana, oh my gosh, Ariana, I love you, my friend. Yes, Ariana is one of my my dear friends. They always watching the show, supporting Morning Coffee with Elio. Thank you very much for commenting. Let me tell you, Ariana, you just won something. We've been doing a raffle for the first person to make a comment in Spanish, even though I know you speak English, okay? So I really appreciate you for doing that. And I have a book. Can I get that book really quick? Yeah, I am gonna give you this book. You just won this book. That was a raffle, by the way. It is Dining and Dancing by Dance Alive National Ballet. Yes, Dance Alive National Ballet. So, Ariana, it is time for dining and dancing. I am telling you. So we're going to shout out really quick, and we're going to share our information, how you can become a sponsor of Morning Coffee with Elio. You can call this number, or you can email me over there, and we're going to reach out to you and tell you as fast as a ray of light. It's going to be super fast. We love having you as part of our Morning Coffee community, as a sponsor, just as our family in general. And we feel grateful, okay, for just being here every week with you. And right now, this is we're going to jump really quick into one of the most fun parts of and segments of the show with Lauren Douglas. We're going back to Lauren Douglas, CEO, coach, and speaker. I have Morning Coffee. Are you having a good time?
I am. This is so much fun.
I am glad, because we're going to be on fire right now. So let's jump into the super question of the day. Super questions. Here we go. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. What is your favorite word?
Guam.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
I don't know why that is always ever since I was a child. It's just so fun to say it. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Strange,
So,
but okay.
what turns you on?
Oh gosh. Adventure. Yes.
So, what sound or noise do you love?
Laughter.
Awesome.
Yes, I love laughter.
What profession other than your own would you like to attend?
Profession. Well, I would love to be a singer.
Would you like to sing something for us?
Oh goodness.
Hi, Sonyin Holly, attention.
Oh my goodness. I'd have to think of something. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Think about it. And
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
get back to it.
Okay.
But I'm glad that I like
Yeah,
how you're
I would
willing.
love to do that. I would love to do that.
Oh my goodness. So if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the gates?
You ready to go back?
Oh wow. That's right. Yeah, because you have a mission that I love that. Oh my goodness. What are you not very good at?
I mean, there's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things.
Yeah, only one.
One.
Let's treat you well.
What am I not very good at? Oh gosh, let's see. What am I not very good at?
Yeah, it's tough because you singing, dancing, you're a great coach.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just more narrowing it down to what am I not good at? I really don't like cooking dinner.
All right, that's a
I
good
like
one.
the pre-made meals that get shipped to your house, and I can just follow directions. Like that's good for me. I like desserts.
That book, that book, That's a Life National
Yes.
about dining and dancing. That would be a good one. So tell me something that is true that almost nobody agrees with you.
That is true, and no one agrees with me. Gosh, okay, let me think.
That's a good one, huh?
That you can do anything you put your mind to.
That's right. That's right. So room, desk, and car. Which one do you clean first? Your room, your desk, or your car?
My desk.
Your desk? Why?
I like organization.
Organization. That's awesome. That's awesome. Actually, it's been said that your desk it is a good visualization of your life. How well organized you are with your desk. I mean, that's what they say, and that just is not even my opinion, right? So yeah, let's put it that way. So right now, we're gonna actually go to another segment that I really love, and eventually I would love for you to meet our amazing friend Tori Carpenter. He's a marketing and sales expert that travels the United States, like you, training people, but in a different field. And he has a lot of energy, and then we actually create like a segment for him to keep helping you guys reach the next level. And it's called the Double Espresso of the day. Yes, Double Espresso with Tori. Let's hit it, Donovan. Here we go.
Thank you, Elio, and welcome to the Double Espresso Morning Shot with Tori Carpenter. I want to talk today about setting your goals. Try something new today. Write down on a piece of paper the date, your goal, and how you're going to make that goal reality. Let's talk about a goal. A goal needs to be something that's attainable. It shouldn't be something where we shoot for the moon and fall short. We want to make attainable goals, just like we do every single morning, and we focus on driving the right message home to our soul and to ourselves. But then after we do our daily goals, what's very important, you have to look long-term and short-term goals, because that is very vital. You want to know your path and your direction in life. Many people do not take the time to write down their goals, and that's disastrous, because you change things day in and day out. Next thing you know, at the end of the rainbow, you have not accomplished much of anything. So it's very vital to set your goals today. Now back to you, Elio. Have a great day.
Alrighty, thank you, Tori. You are amazing, my friends. Thank you very much for what you share with us. It's such a beautiful gift. Let me tell you, I have another gift for you. because I think Lauren is about to sing. Do you have a song?
I do. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Oh my gosh, you are just making a difference.
Oh my gosh, just fast tracking through the nerves. Okay. All right, ready?
Ready.
Okay. I feel like this is timely. It's something that I sing to my daughter, so not too much judgment on myself. All right. Let me take some water. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Hey, this is only happened here at Morning Coffee with Elio. We are super excited. Lauren Douglas, CEO, coach, and speaker, dancer.
Yeah.
She's a dancer. She's a singer. She does it all. She's about to sing.
Okay, here we go. All right. All right. Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's all right? Yes, everything's fine. And it's cool and the ointment's sweet for the fire in your head and feet. Close your eyes and relax. Think of nothing tonight.
Oh,
I'm so shaking.
You did so well.
I feel like my throat closed up, but
That was great.
oh, thank you.
That was great.
Thank you for the opportunity to face the fear.
You see that is it? How does it feel? Dude, I mean, you know, I
Well, I love it because it makes me feel alive, right?
Yeah.
Like when that energy is coursing through, it makes you feel sharp. And that's what fear can do for us, is make us feel sharp.
And I love the fact, like, I mean, I'm sorry for putting you in the spot, but at the same time, I love the fact that you say, oh yeah, you didn't say no.
That's true. I did. I tried. Well, that goes back to me volunteering in elderly facilities. Like, I knew that when opportunities presented themselves, I wanted to take them, because that's something I consistently heard that people regretted. It's not taking opportunities when they presented themselves.
Because I am sure like 98% of people will say me, oh no, Elio, no, that. Let's do whatever, but not singing. And you just, embrace it, and you did it great. I loved it.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Like, I can just go out and do it. I mean, my throat closed up. When I watch it back, I'm probably going to be mortified. However, it was still fun, and I did it, and I got it out there. And each time you do it, it builds resiliency.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So let me ask you this. We are actually getting close to the end, unfortunately. I'm having tons of fun. I can be talking with you the whole day and learning from you. But what would be the best advice that you will give our morning coffee community, and just a global advice? Let's put it this way. This is going to be like a global advice of the day from Lauren Douglas to our morning coffee community.
Let's see. This isn't going to last forever. It might be scary, or someone you know might be scared. So reach out to them and take care of yourself, and try to find the opportunity as much as you can. Maybe this is a chance to slow down. I don't know. It will change. It will change your life, but it's something that you can recover from.
Love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lauren, so much for sharing your energy, your knowledge, everything that you are doing. I really, really appreciate that. And by the way, I would love to talk about the spotlight of the day really quick. The spotlight of the day today, it is the event that is supposed to happen March 24th at the Feeling Center with Eva Schloss. Eva Schloss is Anne Frank's stepsister. She was supposed to come to talk about the Holocaust, but we are not sure if it's happening yet. We are 80% thinking that it's going to be canceled. But we're going to let you know by Monday for sure. And by the way, let's mention that this coming Monday, we're going to be releasing our brand new intro for the show. You will not want to miss that. I mean, that is 100% for sure. It's going to be awesome. Rutex did an amazing job, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. Plus, we're going to be, stay tuned because we're changing date and time. We're going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday only at 10 a.m. Okay, we're going to be live at 10, no 8:30 anymore, so you can sleep a little longer. And also, we're preparing like a segment that's going to be only music. We're going to be playing music, yes, here. Morning coffee for you guys, because there is enough stress, enough news already. We're not gonna be talking about the coronavirus at all. We're gonna be talking about empowering your spirit and your day, and lifting you up, and talking about good stuff, having guests here. Probably Lauren want to come back and sing with me.
Oh, goodness.
Who knows? I mean, we're going to be doing fun stuff for a whole hour or 30 minutes. Make a comment below. What do you think? 30 minutes, an hour? What do you think? What do you think? Let us know. Let us know, because we are super, super excited about this. A lot of people have been giving me these ideas, and I love that people want to be entertained.
Because you help them.
Oh, thank you. But also because, everybody's going to be home. And after watching Netflix a couple of times, there is nothing else you can do, right? And then you go to Facebook, there is the virus. You go to on Google, everybody's talking about that. We don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about how you can deal with the situation, how you can grow through this. And before we finish, I want to tell you something else. And before I tell you, thank you, Lauren, once again, please. Thank you for coming here, for inspiring our morning coffee community. Thank you so much. I am very grateful for that. I feel honored to have the privilege to have you here. And now I want to share this with you guys. I want to tell you that you are awesome. Yes, I want to tell you that you are awesome, that you are great, that you are worth it, that you are capable of doing more than you can ever begin to imagine. You have the ability to develop the skills that they're going to take you to the next level. You have the ability to grow through anything. You see this situation that is happening right now, you got this. I'm telling you. You just heard Lauren Douglas. It's not here to stay. It's going to pass. Work on yourself. Work on your mindset. Work on your... See within you how you're feeling, how you can grow and learn and develop yourself from this. Because it's been said about the great one and only Les Brown. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you are. So work on yourself. This is an opportunity to be with your family, to take time to think about what do you want? What do you really, really want for your life, in your life? But I am telling you, and I don't even know you, that you are awesome. And you got this. Okay, we got this together. And it doesn't matter, you are home. We're going to be with you every single week. Morning Coffee with Elio. This is Elio Piedra, and it's been a tremendous pleasure to be here with Lauren Douglas. Make sure you go back and you enjoy Lauren and her knowledge, her expertise. We have all the information for you to reach out to Lauren Douglas and her amazing organization. All the leadership event that she's been developing. Make sure you are part of that, and make sure you find your purpose in life, the meaning of life. Okay, this is Morning Coffee with Elio. As I always said, stay tuned. Okay, stay inspired and live full. We're gonna see you Monday at 10 a.m. Thank you very much.